Books. Going to buy a book. Books. Come in, said the library door. I opened it wide and saw books glow. Tall, skinny books up high on slabs. Little fat books that stood by themselves. I opened one up and sat down to look. The picture told stories, but a wonderful book. Reading is fun. What did the library door say? What did the book in the library look like? Why did the child in the poem like looking at the pictures? Let's listen. Listen to the word. Come in, go out. But word sign have you seen to heard? At home, at the vegetable shop, at the library, at the doctor place, at the bus stop, at the toy shop. Let's talk. Do you like reading storybooks? What kind of stories do you like? The word glory means in great numbers. Do you also have a class library or a class school library which keep many books? Can you borrow books? Tell the class about your favorite storybook. Talk about character you liked most in the book. Fun time. Let's play book chain. Form groups of 5 or 6 children in the class. Sit in circle. The first child will begin the book chain by saying the name of a storybook. The next child extend the chain by saying the name of another book. In this way, a book chain is formed. The more the rounds the children can go on for, the longer the book chain will be. See which group makes the longest book chain. Let's write. Make word families. The first word in each has been written for you. Well, shall, bell, spell, tell, tail, meal, trail, rail, see, through, be, tree, book, look, crook, shook, brook. Look at this sentence. A library is a place where books are kept. N is a place where aeroplanes take off and land. A is a place where food is cooked. A is a place where sick people are taken care for of. A is a place where are can buy them thing. A is a place where children study. Going to buy a book. One day grandfather gave my brother and me some money. Go and buy a book. He said. We were both very happy. We both loved to read. Should we go now? Should we go later? Should we go today? Should we go tomorrow? We decide to go right now. Should we go to the big market? Should we go to the small shop? Should we go with somebody? Should we go alone? We decide to go to the small shop, just the two of us. We like the small bookshop. It is small, but it has many books. The man in the shop like us. He always helps us. Should I buy a book with a lot of pictures? Should I buy a book with a lot of story? Should I buy a thin book? I could not decide. We did not know which book to buy. The man in the shop smiled at us. Relax, come with me, he said. These books are about animals, those are about machines, those over there are about war. Take what you want. I picked some books. My brother picked some books. I sat on the floor. He sat on the chair, and we read and we read and we read. It was very quiet. There was no sound. 1 hour passed. 2 hours passed. Finally, we knew which books to buy. The man in the bookshop smiled at us. I got a fat book with many stories. My brother go to a big book with many pictures. We ran home to our grandfather's. We climbed on his bed. He put his arm around us and then we read and we read. Reading is fun. Why did grandfather give the children money? Where did they go to buy books? Did the girl buy a picture books? Let's listen and research and search. I small group. One child will give direction orally only once. The other will listen and hunt for the following: a circle, a square, a triangle, a piece of paper with three signatures, a piece of paper with red color, a piece of paper with a number, a piece of paper with the label of tea, a twig in the shape of an alphabetic letter, a slab of mud with a drawing, a flower in the shape of a number. Let's talk. Is there a book near your home? If there is, do you like to visit it? What are the different kind of books in this bookshop or in any other bookshop you have seen? Tell the class. Let's write. Look at these sentence in the story. Should we go to the big market? Should we go to the small shop? Should I buy a thin book? The colored birds above the describing birds. Now fill in more describing birds into the passage below. It was a night. A girl sat up in bed listening to her mother tell a story. Her eye open wide and he gave a smile. Now go to the sleep, Paro. Her mother closed the book. Dreams. Imagine that you will go to the bookshop tomorrow. But will you do there? Write 5 sentences beginning with I shall, I shall, I shall, I shall. Tina goes to her school library to borrow a book. Complete her dialogue with the librarian by using and or in the blanks. Tina, ma'am, I want to borrow a book. Librarian, do you want a storybook? A book of poems? Tina, I want a storybook. Librarian, do you like story about animal adventure story? Tina, I like both. Librarian, go to the second cupboard on the first shelf. You will find animal story on the second adventure story. Tina, ma'am, I want a black beauty Panchatratra story. Librarian, you can have either black beauty Panchtatra story. What is your favorite book? Write down the name of the book, then write down the story. Let's make a book. Mark. Make your own book. Remember to treat your books well. Never fold the corner of pages. This make books look shabby and old. A book mark help you to find the page you were on when you last read your book. Here is a way to make your own beautiful dove bookmark. You need an old greeting card, wedding card, scissor, a black bindi for the eyes. Method: take the old card. You will need to use the inside of the card. Fold it into to a shown in the picture. Trace the outline of a dove on the card. Cut it along the lines. Make an outline with a black pen. Stick a bindi for the eye. Paste it on a strip of 2 inches, 4 inches. Your dove bookmark is now ready to be used. Let's cover our book. Spread your book notebook on a brown paper which is 4 inches bigger than your notebook as shown in the picture. Fold the paper into 2 halves with the book inside it in the middle. Fold the 2 open flaps of paper inside the first and the last page of the book and press to crease. Fold fold the closed end of the 2 top and bottom flaps of the paper forming a triangle. Crease the paper and cut it. Fold the 2 front flaps inside the first page and crease it. Fold the 2 back flaps under the last page and crease it. Now your book is neat covered. Write your name and class on the cover. Then write the subject you will use this notebook for. Do you know the earliest book were written by hand 2000 years ago in India? Birch bark and palm leaves were used for pages. A pen and black ink were used to write On big bark, a sharp iron spike was used for writing on palm leaves. Holes were drilled through the leaves, and the book was held together by a string. Say in chorus, book was great, book was fun, book are fun. Book let you do what you have never done. Read is good mystery. Solve a crime. Read about history. Go back in time. Read about a lost dog. Where can it be? Read about a giant frog under the sea. Read a very funny book. Tear go away. Read a bright sunny book on a rainy day. Chorus. Book are great. Books are fun. Let's read book everyone.